Hello students, I hope all of you are doing very well. Today we will do heterotrophic nutrition. In our last class we have known that heterotrophic nutrition is of three types. And what are those three types? These are parasitic nutrition, saprophytic nutrition and symbiotic nutrition. So today we will start with parasitic nutrition. Parasitic nutrition. So what is parasitic nutrition? As we all know that the animals and human beings, we all are dependent upon the plants for food. So, like us, there are some plants which cannot do photosynthesis and they are heterotrophic. They follow the heterotrophic nutrition. Some of the plants, they do parasitic nutrition, in which those plants depend upon another plant. They take their food from the other plant. For example, Cuscuta. As you can see here, its name is Cuscuta, or its common name is Amarbil. And Pitcher plant. There are other examples also as Sundew and all. Now, what happens with the Cuscuta? Most of you have seen some yellow cylindrical shaped structures on the trees. Maybe you have seen, and these yellow colored wiry structures which are on the roadside trees, they are seen usually. So those yellow cylindrical structures are actually a plant, and these are Cuscuta. As you can see here in this picture, this is the plant on which the Cuscuta grow. This plant from which the Cuscuta takes its food or nutrition is called the host plant. It is called the host plant. Like this, the Cuscuta climbs up the tree or the plant and it releases a structure which is called hostoria. This hostoria, like its foot, Cuscuta's foot. With this hostoria, it actually draws all the nutrition from this host plant. In this hostoria part of Cuscuta, as you can see here, here are its vascular tissues. What are these vascular tissues? Xylem and phloem. These are like pipes through which it takes up or draws the nutrition from the host plant. So this is the picture how the Cuscuta climbs up the tree and taking the food from the host plant. Now, there are some other plant. Okay, why the Cuscuta cannot, it is taking the nutrition from the plant? Because it cannot do the photosynthesis. It does not have chlorophyll. Okay. Now, next is the pitcher plant. As its name suggests, it has pitcher-like shapes or structures in it. Isn't it very interesting to see this plant? Yes, it is. But it doesn't, we doesn't see this plant very often. It is found in northeastern part of India. In this plant can do photosynthesis. As you can see, its leaves are green. It can do photosynthesis. But why does it call parasitic? Because for nitrogen, it depends upon the insects. It takes the nitrogen from the insects. Here, its leaf is modified, a part of leaf is modified into a pitcher. As you can see here, a pitcher like structure. And the leaf apex is converted into lead of that pitcher. When any insect, it just sits on it, because actually insects are attracted towards it because of its vivid color. It is of very deep colored structure. There are so many colors in it. That's why insects generally gets attracted towards it. When any insect sits on its leaf, the insect fall into the pitcher, because inside this pitcher there are some hairs. These hairs are downward, like as you can see here. There are some enzymes inside this pitcher, and this insect gets digested into the pitcher, and the plant takes up the nitrogen from the insect. So thus it can do photosynthesis, but for nitrogen it depends upon the insect. So it is not total parasite like cuscuta, because cuscuta totally it depends upon the host plant for its nutrition. But pitcher plant, it does not totally depend upon the host plant. It takes up nitrogen only from the insect. Okay? Because it depends upon the insect for nitrogen. But apart of it, it can do photosynthesis for it and makes glucose for it. So it's a partially parasitic plant. This is the lead part, and this is the body of the pitcher, and this is the pitcher plant. So dear students, you now know that what is parasitic nutrition. So in parasitic nutrition, the plant which is a parasite, it depends upon the host, which can be another plant, or the parasitic plant can depend upon an animal, as you can see here, on an insect for its food. Parasitic nutrition is of two types. One is total parasite like cuscuta, and partially parasite like pitcher plant. In the total parasitic plants, these plants cannot do photosynthesis, whereas partially parasitic plants can do photosynthesis, but for nitrogen only it depends upon the insect. So now I am going to give you the answer of my last class question. The question I have asked at the end of the last class was, name the pigment which is present in the leaves and responsible for photosynthesis. So the answer is chlorophyll. In today's class, I am going to ask you a question, and the question is, the plant on which a parasitic plant depends upon for food is called the dash plant. What does it call? I repeat, the parasitic plant like Cuscuta is depending upon another plant for food. So what does that plant called? So as of now, bye. See you in my next class.